Account Instagram, voglio stalkerare un po'.
Non lo ha.
Che cosa?
Sì.
Oh no, vedi, questo è sospetto.
Facciamo un gioco ora. Dimmi qualcosa che non vuoi che sappia.
Io detesto questo.
Ok.
Riponiamo ogni speranza di felicità in qualcun altro.
Sì!
Tu sei in piena cazzomania, io non l'ho mai visto.
Cosa succede?
Posso dirtelo, ma darai di matto.
No, non sta succedendo.
Sì, sta succedendo. Basta giochini. Non volevi questo.
I'm Mimi, I'm Jojo, I'm Lucrezia, I'm right for Dire Giovani. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Women's freedom is scary. The woman's body is scary. Metaphorically, it is better to eat it than to live with it. For the serenity of all, women should do as the Little Mermaid did, give up themselves for each other. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think that Fresh does an amazing job of emphasizing a woman's the importance of women valuing themselves, you know, mostly than anything else. You know, of course, the world values us. You know, we're women. We're the most important entity on this earth. There would be no life. You know, so. But I think in the film, what I took away was that women, you know, taking control and ownership of their own safety and like ownership of their own, like saving themselves. And, you know, we're like the most like valuable, like you have to see yourself as like, I don't know, the most valuable thing in the world, you know?
After watching Fresh, I thought only we women have to think about where we park our cars. We have to be careful who we go out with. We never feel safe. It is true.
Yeah, I think that women generally are always assessing whatever level of danger is in any given situation. And it's just how we think. And I think it's just in the back of our heads. Like it's just the way that we operate. And I think it's important for men to know that that's how our brains have to work. Because I think that there would be maybe a little bit more attention to our safety, you know, from maybe our male friends, if that were the case. Because biologically, generally speaking, and this isn't in every scenario, but men can, you know, physically overpower women in a lot of situations. And I think that, so there's just an inherent danger in certain situations.
I agree with Mimi. I think it's important to make men aware, because from being a little girl, you know, you know, for me, I know my family and parents, out of trying to take care of us the best way they knew how, said, you know, you're vulnerable. You as a woman, you are vulnerable. People will prey on you. It's just the reality of the situation. And most men don't have that experience unless they're in a scenario with only other men, because like prison or the military or things of that nature. But otherwise they don't see themselves as the most vulnerable people in society. And I think that that's a big thing to make it's women and men. I think men should be aware of the fact that, yeah, unfortunately, we have to be on high alert our entire lives, whereas you guys may or may not have that experience at some point in your life. So, you know, yeah, try to help us out, and yeah, don't be weird.
Nowadays, we devour everything too quickly. We are often so obsessed with finding the right person that we lose sight of the importance of getting to know that person, like Noah. What do you think we are losing interest in exploring, pleasure, or waiting, connecting with people away from the smartphone?
I don't know. It makes me sad every day, honestly. Like, I think about it a lot. I feel like, as someone who had a childhood that I didn't have the internet yet, and I didn't have a smartphone until I was in my 20s, you know, like I have this reference to a whole other type of life and experience without it, and I miss it all the time. And I even was talking to someone this morning about, I was just like, I want to throw my smartphone in a river. I really am like, just always craving that type of human connection. And I think that's one of the reasons why we become filmmakers, is because we're the types of people that have that sort of deep sensitivity and empathy to connecting, you know. And I wish that the trend of dating and meeting people were moving more in that direction and less in the superficial direction.
Mimi and Giorgio, thank you for your time. It was a pleasure talking to you. And Mimi, thank you for Fresh. Really.
Yeah.
Bye. Ciao.
Me too. Ciao.
Non volevi questo. È un modo di dare se stessi in dono a un'altra persona. Diventare tutt'uno. È amore.
Fanculo tutto.
È una fantasia di una etero che si avvera, giusto?